Hello, guys, and welcome to my channel, Lifestyle and Fashion Tea. I don't know if I'm sure that I have talked about dealing with, or what I wanted anyway, if I haven't, what I wanted my channel to be about, um, to also include mental health, physical health. And as far as mental health, dealing with anxiety, depression, and things like that. And I myself have had a battle with dealing with anxiety and depression. And when they told me like depression, I always thought it meant like you would feel really sad or or maybe you had thoughts of unaliving yourself. I don't know, things like that, which are thoughts that I've never had. I've never had those thoughts. But just because you didn't have those thoughts, anxiety and depression, they coincide with each other. And I was asked by my therapist, when did I think my anxiety started? And I always would think that my anxiety started maybe around 8-ish or something like that. But you know what? My anxiety started probably much younger than that, because I totally blocked out when I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped at the age of about 5 years old. And it was traumatic. I'm talking trauma. That just about everything about that day is still very vivid in my mind. I can remember the clothing that I had on. I can remember the clothing that my kidnapper had on. It was summertime, and she was dressed as if it was 0 degrees. A gray and black and white tweed coat, a cream scarf. She had on some type of rubber boots. I believe she had this gray hair. I don't recall the color pants or anymore, anything like that. But she was a lot older, and she actually lived across the street from me. And when she grabbed me, she had me for the entire day. And again, remind you, this was in summertime, so the days are longer. And in my head, it seemed like it was all day long. But she grabbed me, and she was just talking really crazy. 1 minute she would be really nice, and 1 minute she would be really mean. And I'm going to tell you how people don't say anything, and they know you, and they know your parents. She was actually going around in my neighborhood. Now, mind you, let me tell you this first. My babysitter and my family are well known in the hood. My grandfather owned a barber shop. My aunt had a cleaners, and my babysitter was like my third grandmother. Like, our families are like this. You know that family when everybody calls each other cousins? Even to this day, we call each other cousins. I call their aunt my aunt, and it goes both ways. All of that. We're still like this. Still like family. And rest in peace to Tony, because Tony went into the house and told everyone that someone had taken me. So without him thinking fast, who knows what happened. But anyway, Tony, I thank you. Rest in peace, man. Everybody misses you. Everyone misses you. But we're going to keep going about this story. So she was telling me things like, hurry up and eat that snowball. Because Tony and I call ourselves going outside to get a snowball. And she would say things like, in the beginning, oh, you are so beautiful. You're so pretty. I'm going to take you to meet your sister. And to this day, I wonder if she really had another girl somewhere or something. And like I said, we were walking around the neighborhood and she would be like, this is my daughter. Like actually saying this to people who know my parents and know my babysitter. And I remember this yellow house on the corner, and the lady says she had on all white, summertime, white shorts and a white top. She said, that's not your daughter. That's Little Bit's daughter. I'm like, hello? Help me? Anyway, that's when my trauma started. That's when my anxiety started. And that day was so traumatic. It was so traumatic. And I'm not going to go into like that whole day because I don't even want to bring it back up. But they caught up with us. The police caught up with us. And it was nighttime. And I can remember to this day, when she got into the car, when they handcuffed her, she looked dead at me and she said, I am still going to get you. Oh my goodness. It was awful. It was awful. And it took me into, I have children of my own. And, you know, we would go shopping, and you know how maybe children go underneath the clothing racks and all that kind of stuff. That would totally send me out on a whole nother zone. Why would you be running around like that? And my mom used to be like, calm down, Tracy, calm down. She's just having fun. But that kind of stuff triggered me. And it triggers me to this day. I still need to know where my kids are. Okay? And they're grown. Like grown. And if I don't know, I could get a panic attack. Now, let me say that I have gotten so much better. So much better that very seldom happens, but it's a thing where I need to know where they are. And they probably, they all the time say, Mom, you don't gotta know where I am. Like, that's because, they're grown. I'm being nosy. And they never understood. And I don't think they'll even never understand the importance, how important it is for me to know where they are and who they're with. And I say all this to say because it took a long time for me to deal with anything that has caused me anxiety. And I'm talking chronic anxiety. I'm talking about the anxiety where you may think you're having a heart attack. It's been terrible. But I'm not there anymore. I actually use the methods that you're supposed to use. So I'm saying this to say also, if you're having that problem and the therapist tells you of techniques to use, breathing in and out, thinking positive thoughts, because anxiety is just fear of the unknown. And when you get that, you're like, oh my God, what's happening? Am I having a heart attack? Well, I mean, like crazy things start going on in your head. So you're going to think the opposite. There's nothing wrong with me. Calm down. I am having an anxiety attack. I'm going to breathe. Once you learn how to do that and eat healthier, exercise, and it may take a really long time because I'm just really getting to that point. Probably about a good 8 to 10 years now. I've been okay. I've been okay, and I thank God every day that I've been okay. And I know how to deal with problems. And if I do get an anxiety attack, it's not that, whoa, it's not so heavy on me. And I know that even if I start moving, I don't care if it's cleaning up my house or washing clothes, the anxiety goes away, completely away. So think about exactly when did your trauma start? Because you got to know when that trauma started. And if you don't recognize it, you're never going to get better. Never. Trust me. I know. And I'm going to do more videos like this to help anyone that is going through anxiety or going through anything that may have been so traumatic and nobody else understands. That's the thing that can make it even worse. Nobody else understands if they haven't been through it. So it's very hard to talk to someone that has not been through what you have been through. So, I get it. So if you need to talk to me, talk to me. If you need to talk to a therapist, please talk to a therapist. And if you need to get on like any type of medication, if you need it, I'm going to say this very clear and loud. If you need the medication, take it, and take it the way it's supposed to be taken. Please. Because that medication can be very addictive. So take it the way it's supposed to be taken. And if you feel like it's no longer working, then you need to call your doctor and get something else. So I hope that this has helped anyone, somebody, because it was therapy for me. It was absolutely therapy for me. And I really pray to God that this helped someone. I really do. And I thank you all. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I want to say have a blessed night. Thank you for watching.